Hello everyone, Chris here with Platinum Reviews, and today we have the newest Platinum review for Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 on PlayStation 5. Before we jump into that review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Platinum Review goodness. Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 is the sequel to the 2021 title of the same name. It features a slew of new characters ranging throughout Nick's longtime calendar of shows. Over the past few days, I've had the pleasure of playing this title, and having platinumed the first one, I was very excited to play the sequel. Did it meet my expectations, and was it worth the hype? Well, let's start with the story. I can't recall Brawl 1 having a story of any sorts, so to see Brawl 2 having one was a nice touch. In fact, the campaign is probably my favorite part of the game. Not due to the story, but due to the rogue-like style gameplay that it features, and we'll touch base more on that in the gameplay section. The story sees SpongeBob transported to another dimension where he is warned over Vlad Plasmium, however you say his name. Vlad has an evil plan where he will control everyone with his mind-controlling powers. It is up to you to go on these runs to defeat mind-controlled Nicktoons and rescue them before ultimately defeating Vlad. The story was simplistic. It didn't try too much or do anything to be overly complex. In fact, it was a bare-bones story that was not memorable at all. Good thing for the gameplay, am I right? Now for gameplay, we will start with a campaign. In the campaign's roguelike gameplay, you pick your character and go on these runs. The run ends if you run out of lives. While on these runs, you collect Nick Blimps, slime, and goo that can be used to level up your perks during the run, or used on permanent perks that can be obtained in between them. I had a lot of fun doing these, and after doing about 10 of them, I felt like there was nothing really random about them. I pretty much got down the pattern, and I was able to breeze through even on the hardest difficulty. The game also features arcade mode, which is about 12 stages, including 2 bonus and 2 boss stages. These were very repetitive, and while fun, I felt bored after a bit of grinding for the platinum. I enjoyed the music in the game. I just wish there was licensed songs from the shows that I grew up watching instead of all of these original songs. Not saying they're bad, I just would have loved some nostalgia. The game features 25 characters with some returning and a good chunk of new fighters. This leads me to one of my biggest gripes: the amount of characters for certain franchises. I would love some shows like Rocket Power to get some love, but instead we have 4 characters from SpongeBob, 3 characters from Ninja Turtles, and 3 characters from the Avatar franchise, gracing the 25-toon roster. Not to mention the Season Pass DLC is adding 2 more characters from Avatar and 1 more Ninja Turtle. There are so many missing franchises that I feel like the other ones got way too much love. I also feel like Brawl 2 just isn't as fun as the first game. Not saying that this one is bad or not fun, but I felt like I could easily mash the same button and get a better result than actually attempting to fight. I found myself charge attacking almost exclusively because that's what easily won fights. The complexity of this game just doesn't feel like it's there. They announced this as part of the PlayStation tournaments that Sony puts on, so hopefully after some balancing the game will feel smoother, but currently it just feels clunky and repetitive. Now, as far as glitches and bugs, I've had 5 game crashes during boss fights. I also had a few times fighting that attacks missed when they were well within the hitbox, and this really weird one, no idea how to explain it, so you'll just have to see for yourself on the screen. I would suggest playing Brawl 2. Well, it depends. If you're a fan of Nickelodeon and these franchises, as well as Brawl 1, yes. If not, and you're looking for a fun Smash Bros. Clone, then this probably isn't for you. I enjoyed my time with the game, but I don't think I will play it anymore, even with some great DLC fighters. I will say I will be playing Brawl 3 if they have one, because I do enjoy the series, and I did have fun, but the fun isn't long-term or something I want to keep experiencing. I would give Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2 a 6.5 out of 10. As far as the Platinum is concerned, I would give the Platinum a 3 out of 10. It's not too terribly hard, it's just very, very, very repetitive. And besides a few complicated trophies, it's pretty easy. I'll go ahead and give you a rundown on how to get the Platinum now. Now, as far as the Platinum, it's going to take you about 10 to 15 hours to Platinum, depending on how quickly you can knock out some of the trophies. Ones to look out for are clearing arcade with all brawlers. This will probably take the most time. During the minigames, you can run off the stage and complete it quickly, so you don't have to waste your time. However, you do have to complete the Pop the Balloons minigame with all brawlers, so I suggest doing that during arcade to save some time. During this, you have to complete one of these runs on the highest difficulty, which isn't too bad. Also, one run without losing a life. Do the runs on easy on arcade and you should be able to knock it out. You're also going to have to compete in 100 local or online battles. Start up a local match and run off the stage. Retry and repeat. Do this 100 times for the trophy. Campaign trophies will be where you are spending the most time, but honestly, it's not that hard. Unlock and upgrade some good perks, and you can easily knock out the remaining trophies. There are a few self-explanatory trophies, but if you have any questions about them or anything to do with the Platinum, let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you have any questions about the game in general, let me know. I'll be glad to answer it. This is Chris with Platinum Reviews. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Platinum Review goodness. I will catch you guys in the next video, and as always, keep getting those trophies.
What's the difference between a check at a restaurant and a fake mustache for a duck? One's a bill to pay and the other's a bill to pay.